somebody mind closing that door? All right, first up, we have the University of Evansville, and they will advance to play the winner of either Indiana State or Missouri State tomorrow. With their win today, they've improved their record to 12-18. With us, we have the coach, Otis Epps, and players Christian Hart and Mallory Ladd. Coach, your opening statement, please.
Well, I'm really excited and happy for our group. I want to give Drake a lot of credit for the effort that they displayed out there tonight, their heart and their toughness. They're a really good team, and they're hard to defend and play against. But I'm really proud of our group. I thought our girls were very resilient. They executed our game plan to a T, and they stayed consistent. We knew that within our offense we were going to be able to create a lot of great shots, and we knew we were going to make some, we're going to miss some, but do you have the confidence to continue to take them, to continue to create them and to continue to take them? And we're able to do that. You know, we set a school record and an MVC record for made three-pointers tonight. I had Christian Hart and Mallory Ladd show up in a big way for us. Mallory with the back-to-back performance, and Christian was challenged in the locker room after the last game to step up and help us, and she did that tonight. And that leads me to believe that if they can be consistent, I think Sarah's coming next. And so when all three of those guys are playing, we're tough. And so I'm really excited. This is a huge win for our program, and we're just going to enjoy this.
Questions for the players in front?
Christina?
Christian.
Okay,
Yeah.
Christian, 6 of 8 from three-point range, and as I say, that's hard to do in practice. Have you ever had a game or experienced anything like you were going tonight?
Yes, I have. Maybe not recently, but like Coach said, he's always challenging me to step up, and struggled a little bit last night, but today, it's a new day, and when I felt like I was open and took my time and patience and shot the ball, and when I saw it going through the net, your confidence builds. So I just kept trying to find good openings and to knock shots down.
For either one of you, after they came back against you at the end of regulation, then all of a sudden it started happening again in overtime. What was the difference for you all to close out the game in overtime instead of regulation?
I think we just kept our composure better. Sasha came in a big way, knocking down 2 big shots for us. We just had to keep our composure, stay confident, stay in control. It was our game, and we were taking it. So,
Any more questions for the players? No? Okay, you guys are free to go.
Thank you.
Oh my God. All right, questions for the coach? Right there.
Coach, yesterday you said you want to kind of drag it out against Drake because they could score a lot of points. What changed? You guys were shooting the 3, like you said, record attempts and makes.
Yeah, we knew that with the way that they play their zone, that there's going to be a lot of opportunities for the 3-ball. So we wanted to take them. We didn't want to take them early. We wanted to try to get a piece of the paint as often as we could. I thought to start the game we did an excellent job of mixing it up and getting inside, creating those three-pointers from inside out opportunities. And then midway through that half, we got a little stagnant. We were standing around holding the ball and then just shooting it because the shot clock was running down, and that's not how we wanted to play. Again, there was a huge stretch during the year where we were like 12th in the nation in three-pointers made. So we can shoot the ball. Sometimes our girls just struggle with their confidence. But right now they're feeling very confident within themselves, and I expect us to continue to build upon what we've done.
Coach, talk about the other thing. A lot of people talk the three-point shooter, but your press and the way you guys play defense. How did you use it? What was your strategy? Because they never really quite got in sync. What was your approach defensively?
Well, when I played ball in college, I played at Wisconsin style. We press, run and jump and press, and that's what we do. And our coach always stressed to us how important it was to press to make fatigue a factor. We're not pressing to get steals. Steals and bad passes and poor shots are a byproduct of you just being disciplined within the press. And I thought that's what we were able to do tonight. We didn't go for a lot of steals. They just made some poor decisions and missed some shots. And I just preached to our girls that tired legs can't shoot jumpers, and Drake's a jump shooting team. And so when fatigue shows up, because we had our transition game working too, so they had to exert energy that takes away from your ability to shoot. And so I'm just proud of our girls that they were able to stay consistent within that, and it worked for us.
Is the fatigue how you were able to really limit their kick-out game? Because they would try to drive, kick it out, and you guys would always have a girl right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just, understanding personnel. There's so much out there now that you can use to know your opponent better. And we've made some mistakes. I'm not saying that we played a flawless game, but we know that when 22 is attacking, she's attacking to collapse and kick to their scores. That's why she's one of the top assist players in the nation. So we had to make sure that when she drove it, that we tried to force her to take a tough challenge shot and not allow her those easy kick opportunities to Window and Dean, because they are two of the best shooters I've seen in a long time.
How more excited are you now that you get to play on Saturday? Yesterday you were like, I'm super excited, and now today you can't get the grin off your face.
Hey, well, one, I love to smile, but two, this is my second win in the MVC tournament. It feels great. And you know what? My team right now, this is what tournament play is all about. We're a great story. We've been through so much, and none of that matters. Your circumstances don't matter. What you did in the past doesn't matter. The only determining factor in anything that you want, whether it's in this game or in life or in your workplace, is you. It's you. And Drake didn't have any bearing on that tonight. We played Evansville basketball, and we were good enough tonight to get the win.
Any more questions for the coach? No? All right.
Thank you, guys.
Coach. Up now, we have Drake University with Coach G.D. Baranchek and players Maddie Dean and Becca Jonas. Coach, your opening statement?
This was a tough one for us, but you got to give a lot of credit to Evansville, obviously shooting the lights out. They had a ton of energy, especially when we went into that overtime period. I think it took us a little bit too long to get started. And then obviously, what I do like, I like our assists. I like the way that we rebounded the basketball for the most part. What I don't like is obviously the turnovers and their shooting percentage. So turnovers were a little too tough for us today. We had 4 people in double figures. I couldn't be more proud of these 2 women sitting next to me who I thought did some really nice things for us today. Obviously, in the scoring column and the rebounding column, and we're only going to get better. It just hurts really bad right now.
Questions for the players? Brent?
Coach, just take through maybe just the whole mindset of that was a school record for them for 3-pointers.
Sure.
And there's a feeling probably if they hit it in the first half, well, they got to cool off at some point. As you're watching that unfold, what was kind of going through your mind of their shooting?
Well, they're a good 3-point shooting team. They really are, and I know they hit a record tonight, but I think a lot of that was we didn't do what we needed to do. And We gave them some open shots, and they hit those open shots. Not everybody does. Usually our three-point shooting defense is pretty good, but tonight it wasn't. And, you know, sometimes when you just shoot it and you let it go, it gets contagious. You know, I think this is also a night that playing the night before maybe benefited you a little bit because you didn't have any rust. I mean, they got all their rust off in a game ago last night, and I think that's part of it.
Mandy, just talk about 20-win season, second in the Valley, but this is kind of the reality of postseason basketball a little bit. Maybe take away what your feelings are right now.
I mean, that's just a tough loss for us. You know, we had a good conference season, but none of that matters coming tournament time. We're 0-0. I mean, we expected better out of our team, and we didn't pull it out tonight, and it's tough. It hurts.
Becca, just talk about one thing. You had some big shots to even get it to overtime. How long did it take, maybe just as a team, to kind of get in that rhythm where, okay, you were more comfortable? Because by late in the game, you were scoring more as a team.
I'm not really sure. I mean, it obviously took too long for us to get in a rhythm. I think part of it had to do with our defense. I think our defense fuels our offense, and we weren't getting stops. And we let that affect us too much on the offensive end. I mean, yeah, we got it going, but you know, that doesn't matter when we still can't get stops on the other end. So yeah, it's just a tough pill to swallow, but yeah.
Any more questions for the players? No, you guys are free to go. All right, questions for the coach, right here.
The 29 turnovers, that's probably the other number that jumps out a lot of it. Coach Epps talked about how he wanted to do it in a sense, not for the turnover, but the fatigue. What was kind of leading to the turnovers, do you think, for you guys?
Leading to the turnovers, I think we tried to go for a few too many home run plays instead of just kind of going for singles. And I know that sounds simple, but we threw the ball out of bounds. You know, I mean, there were so many times where we did things like that. So to me, what that says is we didn't have our team prepared. Now, half of our production, for the most part, has never been here before. And this is a tough lesson for them to learn, and in a very tough way. So I do think that as much as you try to prepare, the experience really prepares you. We didn't quite have that yet. And the other part is we obviously just didn't have them prepared, and that comes on coaching.
Last, there was that one possession, end of regulation. You've let the girls kind of control it and run things before. Were you looking for anything particular on that last possession, or just kind of taking through at the end of regulation?
You know, we let them make a few reads. I mean, we did have, obviously, a quote-unquote play that we ran. I don't know if we could have gotten a better shot, to be honest, a one-on-one shot, and it didn't go down. And you know what? That kid has gotten us so many big shots. I mean, if you had asked me again to put the ball in her hands, I'd do the same thing. I'd do the same play and make the same read again. And you know what? She'd probably make it 9 out of 10 times. And tonight was her 1 out of 10 that she didn't. And you know what? That kid I would go to bat with anybody.
Any other questions? Nope. Thank you, Coach.